well as missing civilians that are in distress or danger all over the Italian territory, at sea or in the mountains. Our squadrons offer support during natural disasters such as earthquakes and floodings, also provide life-saving emergency medical transportation and emergency medical evacuation to people in imminent danger. SMI, slow mover interception. This means our squadrons are tasked with intercepting any possible low-performance air threats to our national airspace. And last but not least, our squadrons support firefighting activities all over the Italian territory. An Italian Air Force helicopter from the 15th wing in flight, it is going to save a human life, or it is training to do. Good afternoon, Commander, to you and all your crew.
Italian Air Force, 5th Wing, 85 Squadron, wish you a wonderful day with us. Mama Youth.
Mama Youth is the phrase that was used by our pilots during the Second World War. Today, it's a phrase that is used by our crews as a good luck omen before every mission. Is now repositioning, ready for the release of the rescuer. Basically, it's a maneuver that is done with the doors open, whilst the aircraft is hovering. They open the right door of the helicopter right in this moment, even if you cannot see it. Approaching at the ground. And the rescuer is getting ready to pretend to be a survivor to be brought into safety. We are now watching a special takeoff, a backup style takeoff, where you can clearly see the helicopter moving backwards. This is a highly technical takeoff, which highlights the excellent skills of the crew on board. This type of maneuver is usually used when taking off from areas that present various obstacles, can also be used during an engine failure to carry out an emergency landing. Call has now been dispatched and the helicopter has taken off to start its search and rescue mission. However, today the flight conditions are very calm. Imagine that this type of search is being done at night, at sea or in the mountains and with bad weather conditions. During nighttime searches, the use of the night vision goggles and infrared cameras help us with locating and rescuing the missing person. Look at the center of the display line, and once the survivor sees the helicopter approaching, an orange emergency flare is lit up. This serves both to see where the survivor is and also gives us precise indications about the wind direction and intensity, fundamental element during the rescue operation. The helicopter is now approaching the survivor. And now let's virtually enter the cockpit to listen to the communications between the hoist operator and the pilot to bring the helicopter vertically above the survivor. In this maneuver, the hoist operator becomes the eyes of the pilot. That this highlights three fundamental characteristics of our crews: synergy, fellowship, and strict training.
Target in sight. Forward 20. Jolly is downing. Target in sight. Forward 100. Target in sight. Jolly is downing. Jolly is alpha.
3, 2, 1, they're in the exactly position of our survivor. Once the helicopter is over in position, the rescuer is hoisted down by the hoist operator. During this crucial phase, the rescuer is seen as the safety line between life and death of the survivor. They're ready for the rescue. The first rescuer is at the door and the hoist operator helps him to get inside. The survivor is lifted up to safety. And the second rescuer is ready to get inside the helicopter him too. The second rescuer is ready. Door closed. Another positive mission for the Leone 01. Since 1965, the year in which the air rescue was established, the crews of the 15th wing have saved more than 7,700 people from imminent danger. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our job. This is our passion. We have the privilege of saving human lives. But our presentation is not over yet. Get ready to see the next special maneuver. During the fairly recent tragic events where COVID brought Italy and the whole world to its knees, all the squadrons of the 15th wing that guarantee search and rescue services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year never gave up, while also guaranteeing biocontainment transportation to all patients affected by the coronavirus. rescuers, Warrant Officer Francesco Russo and Warrant Officer Carlos Carocci. The hoist operator, Warrant Officer Eugenio Milano. The co-pilot, Captain Riccardo Burattini, and obviously pilot in command, Major Valerio Modugno. Thank you also to our maintenance technicians, Fortunato, Alessandro and Paolo, who support us for all the activity on ground to fly in total safety. Helicopter HH-139 is the jewel of the Italian aeronautical industry and is used all over the world due to its reliability and versatility. HH-139 can reach a speed of 160 knots, fly at a maximum altitude of 6,000 meters with an autonomy of up to 4 hours of flight. Equipped with twin 1532 HP engines, it can hold up to 4 stretchers or 14 passengers. And now get ready for the last maneuver executed to salute all of you. Of the 85th Squadron Search and Rescue crew who are part of the prestigious 15th Wing of the Italian Air Force, who every day provide a noble and precious contribution to Italy.